Okay, people, 1 hour. Let's eat this run for lunch and save room for dessert. Brad, where's your Nike Plus Sport Kit?
I forgot it, Manager Armstrong.
How are you supposed to track your mileage? Or know how fast you're going? Or if you've set a personal best? How do you hunt without a weapon?
I've got this watch.
Let it be known, Brad will not be posting his mileage on the Warrior board today.
Get Nike Plus and the Livestrong collection at Dick's Sporting Goods, the home of Nike training.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it, study it, tweak it, listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike, busting my ass 6 hours a day. What are you on?
So I'm going to do a video here about the Kipchoge. Is it Kipchoge? It's the 159. The sub 2 hour marathon's coming up. I think it's going to be in Vienna, Austria. This is the shoe they're going to use. The Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. It's also comes apart. Where is it? Hello, my name is Next Percent. I split in the marathon. But no, it's seriously a very good shoe. I've done about 10 miles in these. 10 Ks in these. I've only ran 10K since June. Can you believe that? 10Ks. Still lean. Still swole. Got 22-inch arms. Thick chest, treasure chest. But seriously, these have been great shoes. These are my everyday walking shoe. Walking around to the markets, etc. They do split though. Sorry, I should say my pair split. Maybe yours don't. But mine has split in the things. First world problems. But the upper's been very strong. But again, I've only ran maybe 10Ks in these shoes since, I only ran since 10K. Actually, I didn't even run in these. I ran in, actually I did run in these. I've done about 10Ks running in these. I thought it was the 4%. They do sort of peel a bit. And there's something funky going on the midsole here. So I'm not sure if it's like degrading, if it's like, or got cut when I ran or walked or something. But durability wise,
0.
Not the best. Bit of glue, fix them up maybe. But the upper has been pretty strong. The game only about 10 miles, 10Ks. This is the shoe though. And I think this is the best shoe in the world right now. The Next Percent. I do have the 4%. Next Percent feels a little bit more cushy. This shoe definitely is, if I was going to run a 159 marathon, I'm a bit busy this week to do that, but if I was going to do one, I'd definitely run in these shoes. Nothing, yeah, you can't. I saw it on Instagram today. I was on someone's page and they're like trying to do a marathon PR, and I'm like, if you're trying to do a marathon PR and you're not using the Next Percent, my question is what are you doing? Seriously, this is the best shoe out there. If it's for speed, for the marathon, for 10K, for even 5K. I think this is the best shoe ever, and I'm a shoe geek. You know, I think the shoe is incredibly overpriced for what it is. It's made in China by workers who are paid $2 an hour, $10 a day, $10, whatever. You know, this is in Australia. It's a $330 shoe, and it comes apart like a cheap thong from fucking Kmart. So I think, you know, the performance is fantastic. The price is ludicrous. And this brings us to the 159 topic. Will Kipchoge? I reckon he will. Why wouldn't he? He's got the fantastic shoes. He's got the pedigree. He's got the team of doctors, support. You know, all the Europeans who moved down to Kenya to target these runners who are in impoverished conditions, who earn fuck all money. And these doctors say, well, we can get on a race program, and if you win, you give us 10, 20% of your bonuses. And so if you're a Kenyan or a Ugandan or an East African runner, then that's like, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you take whatever it takes to get the fucking money take? Why wouldn't you? I would. You would. Don't say you wouldn't. That's why I laugh at these people out there. Say, no, like it's all, it's just good. I mean, but basically the deal is, this is the best shoe in the world. This is just a truth video here. There's no biases here. This is the best shoe in the world for running fast. This shoe is making Nike a lot of money in the marathon runners. So you get any marathon, you see these 4% and X% everywhere. These shoes would be made for maybe, I reckon, $5. Maybe $5 to make this. Maybe, And they go, the marketing is basically, this is how the world works, is find a person who's trying to escape poverty, give them the medical support they need to have a mutant level of hemoglobin, etc., etc. Fill in the blanks. And then when they win, they're wearing your product, and you're like, this is the best product out there. But this happens to be, this just does happen to be the best shoe out there. All right, so it's hilarious. There's no other shoe out there like this, in my opinion. Maybe the Nike 4%. So that's a very interesting thing. I think Kipchoge will do it. And people are saying, Harley, what did you say? Did you imply that there's maybe some pharmaceutical team doctor support going on? It's like, yeah, I did. And let's say I was wrong, but I'm not. Let's say I was wrong. How fast could a human run? If someone can do 159 or 201 natty, how fast could they run with the full bag, the full jiffy bag? How fast could they've been doing 145s or 150s, man, like low 151s or something like that. So the notion that you can run that fast natty, I find it incredibly amusing, and I find that people are incredibly naive, and that's just where we live in. So yeah, you come to my channel, you're gonna get truth bombs. Take it or leave it. I'm not here to hate or whatever, just here to show people what's going on. That's what we live on. It's not, I don't think it's bad that people are taking gear to escape poverty. It's just the deal. It's the deal. But what I do find the issue is when the athletes get busted, the athlete takes all the weight. The team doctors, the sponsors, the people who are making the big money never get any heat. How much heat did Nike get, or Trek, or Sony, or, Bristol Myers Squibb? How much heat did they get when Lance got busted? Lance got all the heat. But the people up top that made big money, the UCI, etc., who made all the big money off Lance, who got in heat for that? Lance took the fall for everybody. Same with Marion Jones. Yeah, same with anyone who gets busted down the track. So it's just part of the deal. The athlete takes all the weight, man. All the weight. But Kipchoge, is that even how you pronounce it? Any of these runners, cyclists, swimmers, these people make fuck all money compared to the corporations who back them. Compared to even some of the doctors now who supply these athletes with various supplements, to run that fast. It's amazing. So, and it just goes to show you, you'll have like the pacers who are also exceptional runners for themselves. And a lot of their times are natty, but they'll be doing like a 3K or a 5K or whatever, because they couldn't keep up full distance. That just goes to show you what we're dealing with in terms of not just talent, but pharmaceutical technologies. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the challenge, the Ineos 159. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think the time will drop. I think it'll go down to that. Why not? I think it's great. They've got like a format with all the crowd cheering on, things like that. I think that's fantastic. I think that will be the difference from the Monza run. And I think that, again, as in the Breaking 2, we saw they were in the great shoe, and this is the shoe. If you haven't tried the Nike Next Percent, try them out. I think if you love running, I like them so much. I use them as an everyday walking shoe. You see me, I wear these in the supermarket, go to the markets. Just I love them, man. They're fantastic. Durability's questionable. Maybe I got an early batch or whatever, But I think maybe they should come with a little, for $340, they should come with a little bottle of super glue. Can super glue my mouth shut. I want to super glue durianrider's mouth shut. There you go. That's the real deal video. I predict the time will drop to the pharmaceutical products out now, the footwear out now, the desire and drive of social media, creating the fame, extra fame element. I mean, 10 years ago, if you win a marathon, it's like, yeah, cool. Now it's like, poosh, splashed all over social media. So that emotional benefit from having their fame, extra fame, that's crack. You know, everyone loves that. Everyone loves to be noticed. So not only do you get the money, you get that fame, just, you know what I mean? Everyone's filming you on your phone. So that's going to be a huge, massive psychological component that wasn't around 10 years ago. And that's why I truly believe that the Vienna, I think it's in Vienna. I think it's a fantastic idea having the audience there. And I think that's going to be that lift up. Best doctors in the sport, best shoes in the sport, best talent in the sport, fantastic track. Got the Euros, passionate. I think it's going to be the perfect ingredient for a 1:59. Might even go faster than that. And then look how fresh he was when he ran 2:01. Like, look at the footage when he comes across the lines. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm suffering in a park run more than that. And the dude runs a fucking mutant marathon. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'd love to know exactly what their cycle is. I'd love to know that. That'd be very curious.
The half-life of EPO is 4 hours. So you can back it out from there and figure out when you're in trouble.
Will he pass every test because he does not take EPO? Yes, he will.
My defense was that I've